Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the trials and tribulations that an overweight person may experience at the doctor.
Go ahead and step on the scale. Sure, I'm just gonna step on it backwards, and please don't tell me the number.
Okay, so the nurse asked her to weigh herself. She wants to step on it backwards, and do not tell her the number. Don't tell her how much she weighs, because if you don't know how much you weigh, then you're not overweight. The real struggle comes in from seeing the number, because then you will know that you are overweight. If you didn't see that number, you wouldn't have known. And she says, giving her the protocol my ED team recommend. ED obviously meaning eating disorder. She's got an eating disorder team? That's weird.
I have an eating disorder, and that's what my therapist recommends.
Binge eating is the eating disorder that you have, and I would recommend that people that have this particular eating disorder do look at the scale, because it is an indicator of how far you're going off the rails on this thing. So she has an eating disorder, and therefore she must not know how much she weighs, because it may trigger it. Interesting.
Sure, no problem. I'll just leave this here for the doctor. Thanks. Kind of defeated the purpose of weighing backwards.
So she weighed her and weighed her backwards so that she wouldn't have to look at the number, and then she wrote the number on a piece of paper and put it next to her. And now this woman is triggered because she has to see the number representing her actual weight.
Good to see you again. Go ahead and step on the scale. Hey, just a reminder, if you could just weigh me backwards and then not write it down on the paper you leave right by me, that would be great. All right, I see the nurse took all your vitals. Oh, yeah, it looks like your weight has changed. Yeah, I weigh backwards. I have an eating disorder and asked her not to write the weight down where I could see. So you don't want to know, even if it's good news? No, I don't want to know. Even if it's good news. No.
So to know her weight at all will trigger her, even if it's good news. I find it very interesting that we can just say that I have an eating disorder, so I don't need to live in reality anymore, and everybody around me needs to accommodate me because I've decided to tune out. Perhaps she thinks that if she doesn't see the number that it's not real. If there is health at every size and fat acceptance and fat liberation are good, then why are you so triggered by the number on the scale? Clearly you dislike the number that you see on the scale, and instead of accepting it and working hard to resolve it, you're going to pretend that it doesn't exist. I see. I'm not sure how people with binge eating disorder are triggered by seeing the numbers on the scale, because they don't care. I would imagine that people that have anorexia would be triggered by the numbers on the scale, because they're constantly looking at the scale to see if they lost weight, constantly counting their calories and all this other stuff. Is looking at the scale a trigger for people with binge eating disorder? Do you look at the scale and you're like, oh, I'm not fat enough, let me eat more? Like, what? I don't understand. Or is she claiming that she has anorexia? Like when Tess Holliday was like, I actually have anorexia. Like, bruh. Having the doctor and nurses lie to you does not change your health or your weight. One day you're going to have to come to terms with who you are. Do you have skinny mirrors all around your house that make you look thinner than you are? And you just live in this world of delusions where I'm not overweight, dude. I just need to never step on a scale again or ever look in a mirror again, and I am not overweight. Anyway, that about does it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day.